Warning: the series mentioned in this video is not suitable for young children. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite animes and manga series, The Promised Neverland. So, this series is amazing. Let me just start out with that. However, it is also one of those shows that currently does not have an English dub, at least that is easily accessible. This show is special because it was produced in Japanese by Funimation, but in English is being translated by A1 Pictures. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. So The Promised Neverland was written by Kaiu Shirai, which you can see right there. And the art was by Posuka Dimezu. Yeah, I think that's how. I hope that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. So basically, in this episode of Show It Some Love, I am going to talk a little bit about this. Any spoilers that are mentioned in here are going to be in the first episode of the manga and the first volume of the manga. So don't worry too much about it. But do know that there will be some spoilers if you're a bit worried about this. So this series is about a young girl named Emma, along with her siblings or family, which are basically all orphans in this specific world. They all live in the Gracefield house, and they all have numbers on their necks, right here. Now, it's not super obvious why they have them in the original, in the anime, until you actually get to the end of the episode, where it's of the first episode, where where both you and Emma and Norman discover that they are on a farm. Basically, all of the kids from this book series and anime series have been trapped inside a farm for basically their entire lives, and there have been children long before them as well. It's unclear exactly how long it's been going, but we do know that that most of the characters that we've seen so far were at one point in the farm themselves, at least the adults. We don't know all of the adults, but that's just something to keep in mind. We don't know how long it's been like this, but it has been a really, really long time. So just be aware of that. But basically, these kids find out that they have been basically food for what they call demons for many years, and now they want to escape with their entire family. A lot of things go wrong throughout the series, and it's kind of insane how far they go, but it's also really interesting, all of the stuff that they actually implement just in the first season. As of right now, the anime only goes to season 1, but season 2 will begin sometime at the beginning of 2020. So be aware of that when it finally comes out. So, yeah, basically the main character, Emma, is probably the most badass little girl that you will ever meet. She is she's 11 throughout the first manga and throughout a lot of throughout the first season, and all of the characters are. The only exception to this is that Ray, who is a very important character to the series, turns 12 right at the end of the first season. The other major friend, Norman, does not turn 12 when we last see him, but he will obviously return. So don't worry too much about that. We will see him get to that age as well. Basically, everyone will get at least to 12, is my best guess. Now, the thing is that this anime and manga is very, very sad at the beginning. You see on the front page, you see quite a few characters. Now, keep in mind that in this series, only one child dies, at least in the first season. And that one character is Connie, who is that little girl with the bunny rabbit. It's sad, yes, but it's an important thing for it to happen in this series. It shows the audience how dire the situation is and how much they need to escape. So just be aware of that. If you haven't seen the show, I do suggest watching it, and just be aware that yes, you will be fine. They will be fine. Only Connie dies. Yes, it's gonna still keep you on edge. Like, I've watched the series twice, and both times I was on the edge of my seat throughout the entire thing. I watched the first time all the way through in 2 sittings, I think. And then the other time I took a little bit more time, and even still, knowing everything that was going to happen, it still made a lot of things just wow. Now, I want to make theories on this show. However, unfortunately, a lot of the things that I would do for theories are already revealed in the manga. I've only seen the first season of the anime, and only have volume 1 of the manga. So anything that I would say, most people would probably be like, oh yeah, that's already been confirmed. But if it ever gets any more interesting. So yeah. So let me just say right now, yes, if you are interested in manga, then I would suggest picking this manga up and start reading it. If you're interested in anime, start watching the anime, because some people classify it as a horror anime, but I wouldn't necessarily classify it as that. So yeah, but I think that a lot of people will enjoy it, just theorizing how exactly is it going to go, what's going to happen. I do suggest going into it blind, but if you still need more convincing, then I am about to start talking about major spoilers for Season 1 and a little bit about Season 2. Everyone gone that needs to be gone? Okay, here it is. Throughout the season, we get a whole bunch of information. We find out that Ray is the traitor who has been working with their mother, who has been feeding the children to the demons for all this time. However, he still wants to help them. Eventually, they bring in quite a few of the other kids into the knowledge of what's going on, and hijinks ensue with battles. Well, not battles, but trying to outwit their mother and outwit the other nanny, or whatever you want to call her, who gets introduced at the end of Manga 1, or Volume 1, and introduced, I think it's episode 3? Maybe 2. It might be 2. But they are constantly trying to outwit them throughout Season 1. Eventually, the other Sister Crone, who is the other character, gets killed, which is kind of sad because of the fact that she will be helping the heroes. And also, Norman gets taken away, which is sad, and there's a lot of people think he died, but honestly, considering the way that they take him away, it's pretty obvious that he's not dead. A lot of people are just like, oh yeah, he's. Some people think that he's dead, but I think that it should have been pretty obvious he's not dead. But luckily, we will be seeing a lot more of him as well as the other characters, and a lot more of them getting badass as the series continues. We do know that they will meet up with other humans, they may team up with them, or they may all get betrayed by other humans and almost fed to the demons again. It's definitely an interesting thing. There's a book there's a whole puzzle that's formulated in the first season, and it looks like it's going to be pretty important for following seasons, but I don't know. The good news is that by the end of the show, everyone escapes, except for the kids that are under, I believe, 4 years old, mostly because they would not be able to escape fast enough, and they would be safe because only 6-year-olds and up will get taken away and killed, and then their brains will be eaten. But there is more to come, so just be aware of that. If you guys are interested in the manga at all, or just watching the anime, it is on Hulu, Funimation. There may be an A1 website, I don't know, that might have the English version. The manga, though, I know that you can get it from Barnes & Noble. All of these places are not sponsored, though, so just be aware of that. I just think that those are some good places that you can get them. You can also get the manga on Amazon, but another thing to be aware of is that you cannot currently buy the discs. The discs have not been released as of yet, probably due to the fact that there is not a full English dub yet. So, yeah. If you guys are thinking of picking up this manga or watching the show, then please let me know. Did I convince you? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Comment down below what was your favorite part of Promised Neverland, if you guys have already watched it. And also, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell because it lets me know that you guys like this kind of content. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys in the next video. But on!